Rupee here, and welcome to our first Rupees gem pile in quite a while. For those who are new to the channel, who have found us through Pokemon Champions content, this is some stuff I used to do in Scarlet and Violet, where we just quickly talk about a team and jump right in. No overly edited intros or anything, it's just basically, here's a minute on the team, and here's some games with it. And what better to do our first Champions gem pile video than some sort of trick room nonsense, right? I didn't make the team. I've seen a lot of people going around with different versions of Vileplume and Torkoal, Farigiraf, Mawile, and I had to get me a piece of that pie. So the version we're running today was used by Cloud Dino. They got second place in a VGCA Battle Hall tournament. I think it was like 80 or so people. I like Torkoal. I like any excuse to click after your eruption, and Vileplume does a pretty okay Ligand impression, if not for being a little bit on the slower side. Everything else is pretty self-explanatory on the team. We have the Last Resort Fake Out Kangaskhan, which I'm really becoming a big fan of. I like Swords Dance, Sucker Punch on Mawile. We don't really need the Iron Head stab when you have Swords Dance to make up for the resists on Play Rough. And who can resist clicking Hyper Beam with Sylveon? So that's basically what the team is. Basically just a trick room, hard trick room with Sun Room after you Torkoal stuff. Basically the lightest version we could find of what we used to do in Scarlet and Violet, kind of an Amazon Basics Lily Cole. But I've been having a lot of fun with it, despite how the stream went the other day. So let's just go ahead and jump right in. Oh, I wasn't really expecting our first game to be a Trick Room one. I do know now that the Staraptor actually outspeeds Vileplume. When I was trying to stream with this team the other day, I wasn't really thinking how fast Choice Scarf Raptor would be, and it still outsped Vileplume in his final Gambit and Torkoal. So we'll keep that in mind. With that in mind, I think everything else is about what we'd want, what you'd think we'd bring here. I don't know about Sylveon versus Mawile. Mawile's kind of better if they go for Sylveon stuff. Sylveon might be a little bit better if they go for their own Torkoal. Sylveon's probably safer here. How do you all like this shirt, by the way? I got it at the NEIC Pokemon Center. It was the last one, and it was in my size. It was fate. They had it ready just for me. Alright, Brett, let's see what you've got. Alright, so this kind of works regardless of what they do. I think we go for Sleep Powder into Staraptor and Protect on Torkoal. If they do go for Trick Room, we'll still have our Torkoal ready to attack theirs. I kind of don't love not having Earth Power, which I don't think this one had Earth Power. Yeah, no it doesn't. Oh, very nice. Best case scenario right here, ladies and gentlemen, and everything else in between. I think we sleep out of the Farigiraf. There's a very reasonable chance they switch out Staraptor here, and we can nab the Torkoal with the Sleep Powder, but it's also kind of not worth the risk. At least we're still putting a big dent into their Torkoal, so they can't nap us with their Eruption. Oh, and they Light Screen, so they don't even break Vileplume's Sash. That's pretty great. Because now we can just Eruption again and Sleep Powder the Torkoal. We're just swimming here. Plum, my friend, you're doing a pretty good Lilligant impression. I'll give you that one. Oh no, we lost the speed tie. Whatever shall we do? Unironically, the Torkoal living is better for me anyway. Now, not so much. But 2 out of 3 ain't bad. We just gotta win the speed tie this time. No biggie. You're running for Farigiraf, yet you fall for one of the classic blunders. That crit is just punishment for your hubris. Not a bad start. Not a bad start. Okay, this is an interesting take on Trick Room. Kind of some of the stuff we're up to. Not being able to fake out the... Well, we can technically fake out the Oranguru, but you know what I mean? Not really being able to is kind of rough. I think it's Vileplume Torkoal again. Honestly, I think it's all the same stuff again, because... Mawile's decent here. Actually. No, maybe Mawile instead of Sylveon. As long as we don't send it out in front of Kingambit, we're fine. That's another difference between the Cloud Dino's pace and mine. There's 2 differences. We don't have Grass Knot on Farigiraf, and we have Intimidate instead of Hypercutter on Mawile. I'm a fan of having Intimidate for the rain matchup, especially. Damn, where have I seen this potential turn 1 before? I am shocked. Shocked, I tell you. That's fine. That doesn't actually really change much. That is a slow Staraptor. I'm so confused. Would it not be Scarfed? Yeah, why is this Star Archer so slow? I'm still trying to click Final Gambit. Alright, well this puts me in a really solid spot, because now we can get a little bit better benefit of Trick Room than my opponent can. Because they don't have anything as slow as Torkoal, do they? No, they don't. So Torkoal does go crazy here. As long as we actually get the Trick Room up, I think we're fine. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, I wish I had Thunderbolt or Grass Knot for Farigiraf right now, but it's okay. Oh. Sure. Thank you. We're actually gonna preserve Mawile right now because it's kind of needed to take out T-Tar. We'll focus our damage into Conch Elder first. Sweet, there we go. Yeah, so I think there's a chance that they protect Conch Elder here and hope to take out Farigiraf. If it's like Mega T-Tar, they knock it off, not realizing I have Cold Berry. Gotta make sure that Conch goes down, though, because it's the one that threatens Mawile. Because Conch is actually slower than the Mega Mawile. Sadly enough. But they don't see that line. I was close to going for the Helping Hand Heat Wave, though, so wide guard is tricky. Okay, I think we're in an okay spot now. Dang, that's good damage. Okay, so now we just Weather Ball, and I think we Trick Room again. full Burberry, we take the knockoff. We're just barely fine. Oh, they Rock Slide. Hopefully no flinch. Okay, we good. Now, if I recall correctly, Mega T-Tar cannot be slower than Mega Mawile. So we just helping hand play rough. It would be poetic in some weird way if it missed, though. Good stuff. Oh, right. Blastoise plus Redirection, my favorite. Luckily, this team's not quite as soft to it as a lot of other things I've been playing lately, but it's certainly not my favorite thing to see. Thinking it looks like a Kangaskhan plus spread damage game. And I suppose we just hope for the best. This is one of those teams that, like, when I try to play it in this format, it feels like a wet noodle, but then every time I face it, it's, like, so scary. It's the stupid Doge meme. Blastoise when it's your opponent. Blastoise when it's me. Okay, this is like the better case scenario. Because even if he goes for the quick guard, I still used Fake Out, so I can still Last Resort. And the Delphox is not threatening an Oko. No way, no how. Yeah, that's fine. And again, the Delphox is really not scary, so I think it's just Psychic the Sneasler slot, Last Resort the Sneasler slot, because it's a Sash. It's a Sash Sneasler. So we cover for switches, we cover for Delphox protecting. No good reason not to double this slot. There is something funny and satisfying about Last Resort for 1 HP. Okay, Mouse Hold is usually Chopal, so I think Helping Hand Last Resort's the call, and we'll force them to follow me. If they don't follow me, it's a dead fox. If they do, it's a dead mouse. It's not a huge deal either way. Okay, that's a little scary, but nothing we can't get through. Two turns of Trick Room left. I think the call is to double into Delphox both turns, because Delphox needs a double protect to survive that. And the Incen's not taking out either of my Pokemon, so... Oh, they are going for a parting shot, but okay. This Last Resort should kill still, right? Oh, let's go! I honestly don't think the crit was necessary. I feel bad for my opponent because they're probably malding a bit. But no, see, Last Resort Scrappy Kangaskhan is pretty funny sometimes. Sometimes it just carries games on its own. Champion tier trainer, too. Maybe one day that'll be me. I mean, this overall seems fine. It's Trick Room. Sorry, it's not Trick Room. It's Tailwind, Snow stuff, possibly Raichu Y to go along with the Charizard. But overall, nothing that super mega threatens me. I think we gotta. Kangaskhan feels like it has to come to Charizard games since most of the rest of this can't hit Charizard. I think it's yeah the hard Trick Room version when looking at this six. So it's like Kangaskhan, Farig with the two spread moves in the back. Oh, this fake hit would have hurt that Raichu so bad. For fake out to do that much is actually kind of crazy. I wonder if Helping Hand Last Resort kills at that range. Or if they parting shot if we kill what comes in. Oh, they throat shot. That's fine. Very nice. Kangaskhan. I think we actually ignore Garchomp here and cover for the switching in Raichu or Ninetales. Because Garchomp, it's not a major threat even if it takes out Kangaskhan. God damn it. Oh well. I still stand by what I said. Garchomp's not the biggest threat here. I still have, what, 3 turns of Trick Room? I think we're fine. 2, no, 2, right? Yeah, not 3. Still seems fine. Yeah, so Raichu's gonna get a free switch in, and it's gonna fake out. But if Weather Ball does enough to Garchomp that Life Orb chip kills it, then I believe Hyper Beam will take out Raichu. Because they're certainly faking out Sylveon here. Oh, no fake out. Interesting. Oh, but Protect from Raichu. Okay. This is still fine. Because, we can just quick attack Garchomp. Weather Ball Raichu, and it'll probably be in range of a quick attack after Weather Ball. Okay. Oh, they encored me into quick attack. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go. Oh, this is an interesting one. Very fast, very somewhat similar to a team that Maddie and I were working on. Because you got like the fast mode at the talent frame, Break and Rock. I like this. Now I feel like part of me wants to bring Vileplume here for like the Primarina, but I kind of feel like it's got to just be damage. I feel like this is a Mawile Kangaskhan game. Watch that Talonflame have Quick Guard. Yup. Yup. Doesn't matter, I still get to use Fake Out. And we still live Dark Pulse, I'm sure. Crazy damage. Good thing we have the Culver Berry. Please no flinch. Life Orb, Hydreigon. Yeah. Alright then. Okay, Tailwind shows that they don't have a whole lot to do. I guess they're mildly concerned with Vileplume in the back, but we didn't bring it, so it's fine. Okay, that's a little disturbing. We'll switch in Mawile so it dies to Life Orb Chip. And then hopefully Last Resort takes out Talonflame. I think a Sucker Punch for stuff in the back. I think this is fine, chat. This looks really scary, but I think this is fine. And they had Taunt. Okay. Oh, Coco, my goat. Not bad. So you don't always need Trick Room to get somewhere. We can win this still. They didn't hit Mawile, which is actually better for me now. There's definitely a world where I win this still. Oh, come on now. That flinch really sucked, chat. My only hope left is that this dog doesn't have CC or doesn't go for it, and that they let me trick her. Doesn't feel great. I have to hope they rock slide and either miss or don't flinch, or whiff the KO on Necromancer. And feels so sketchy. Oh, my heart for one moment. For one moment, my heart was fluttering. I was so filled with hope for 1 second. Could you imagine a world where we got that miss? And they did have the close combat, I knew it. They would have just lost to throwing then if they missed the rock slide on Farigiraf. Yeah, I really only needed just a little bit. I mean, if we had that first play rough into Lycanroc without the flinch, oh, sad. We'll let them have it. They outplayed me. Alright, this was going to be the last one, but I don't want to end the video on a loss. We'll go for one more. I don't cut losses out of the videos unless they're like really bad RNG slot fests or the games are over on turn 1, and there's just no educational or entertainment value to them. This one stays. We'll do one more. Rain's a pretty good one to end it on, actually, not gonna lie. Rain is weirdly fun to play for this team, if not complicated. So I think we'll go Vileplume, Torkoal for Farigiraf, probably Sylveon for the last slot. Swampert and Pellet, just going right for the Swampert Pelipper lead is pretty bold. This gives us a really, really strong start. Because now we can Sleep Powder whatever switches in for the obvious Pele switch, and just go for a nice, easy Eruption. I refuse to believe they just let me Leaf Storm Swampert here. So I'm not going for the dump play. Really? Could be a protect still. And even if it is a wave crash, we're not super bothered. Ah, wide guard. Okay. Kind of surprised you're more scared of Eruption than Leaf Storm, though. I don't think they just switch in Pelipper here. It's a little too obvious. So we're gonna Trick Room and we're gonna Leaf Storm. That's fine too. For a quad resist, that's not bad damage at all. They've also now kind of showed us that the whole team is soft to Sylveon. Like, kind of very soft. Like, does anything really want to comfortably take this Helping Hand Hyper Voice? I don't think so. Pelipper being asleep kind of freezes this whole game for me. Because now they can't just safely switch in Wide Guard. I control the weather of Torkoal in the back. We have Hyper Beam. I feel there's a reasonable chance we can just push through this. Even if the Sinistra does have Trick Room, if it's like Trick Room Protect, that's still such a mega momentum loss for my opponent that I don't even think it bothers me that badly. Because then there's nothing to stop me from just going Trick Room Hyper Voice. Arch can't OHKO either of these. Well, that means no Trick Room. Really? The Pelipper switches in after no sleep turns. That's actually crazy. Okay, now we know Arch, even after lefties and a Sinistra heal, cannot take another Helping Hand Hyper Voice. So again, I'm in a pretty okay spot. Arch has to protect here in order for them to take down Trick Room if they have Sinistra. So... okay, they brought Swampert out. That could also sort of maybe work for them, but not really. They have to Wave Crash to kill something, and that would put... I think Wave Crash Recoil would mean Hyper Voice kills. And then Sinistra Arch just dies to Heat Wave. Okay, they live the Wave Crash recoil. But how do they get through this? Swamp, Arch won't take a Heat Wave, even with Sinister Healing, I don't think. And if they switch Swampert for Sinister, then how does a Swampert win from here? Okay, they are doing that. They're seeing if they can take the Helping Hand Heat Wave. I'm skeptical. Very nice, Torkoal. GG. And Psychic plus Weather Ball should kill from here. Earthquake's not killing both of these, that's for sure. Alright, prolong your death. For whatever reason. Alright, GG's. Decent turnaround for a rough start of the game. Great way to end the video. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll probably stream some more of this team next week, maybe. I did a stream on Tuesday, and I wasn't really feeling it. But I do really enjoy some... we didn't actually do Click After You Eruption in this video, I don't think. But we really like having the option to, at least. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Bye for now.